Hey, what's going on YouTube? This is Nigeria representing Team JVS, and I'm here with a review. Now, I'm going to review The Fantastic Beasts: The Crimes of Grindelwald. So, literally just left out the screening. Actually, this is my second screening of it, and I have to give a disclaimer for this review that I was not hipped on the Harry Potter franchise. I did watch the first Fantastic Beasts. And then upon going into the first screen, I had not watched any of the Harry Potters. Well, there was a marathon going on last week that I was able to catch up on it. So I decided to go check it out again today. And I will say that I thoroughly enjoyed it. So the first one, the first screening, I liked it, and I was lost at points, which a lot of people told me I was going to be. It's kind of weird because you hear the crowd kind of like roaring about certain parts. I'm like, hey, what's going on? But you know, going into it now going back, being able to review the first set of books and movies of the Harry Potter franchise, that a lot of it made sense. So with that being said, as far as the Fantastic Beasts storyline, that the second one references a lot of stuff to the Harry Potter franchise, so it will be hard for the uncasual fan to pick up on in some parts. As far as it as the sequel to the first Fantastic Beasts, it picks up with the same energy, fun action, and the special effects was amazing as the first one. So granted, I did see it twice in regular standard 2D. I know the movie is released in 3D, in IMAX 3D, but you can absolutely tell some of the scenes that was that's going to be completely amazing in IMAX. So with the opportunity, I definitely would seek an IMAX viewing for it. But as far as the story, the movie is about 2 hours. It doesn't feel like it, because granted, a lot of movies 2 hours this year, and they really did feel like it. But this one was 2 hours, and it was very up tempo. A lot of good laughter points, a lot of good awe moments. As you know, a lot of the beasts are going to really hit some of the real sensitive parts of you, and you know, kind of get you to a little emotional state at times. But overall, it's good, and it's good for anybody. It's good for somebody who's never seen the first one that just wants to pick it up to see what's going on. It's definitely good for the hardcore fans. It's good for the kids, the adults. It's a little bit of something for everybody. So performances wise, now Ezra Miller, I mean, if you've been watching his press tours or any of him at any of his comic book or convention appearances, so much energy, and he really takes over the panels with his jokes and his personality. Just for him to be in this movie completely dark, I mean, just his very chilling story and the sort of say the plot and purpose around his character, it's a complete 360 of who he is in real life. So it's kind of cool to see the dynamics that he has there. Zoe Kravitz, I thought, was really good as well. I could be a little bit biased because I'm a big fan of her, but as far as her role, I was definitely intrigued by. One thing about her, it seems like she plays this kind of a same type of role in movies where she kind of goes against the grain a lot, and it's no different in this movie as well. Let me see who else I'm missing here. How could I forget about Johnny Depp? Johnny Depp does what he does all the time. He gives you that really sinister look and chilling feels, really powerful speeches, and in his character, you start to wonder if he really is the bad guy at times, because as any good antagonist, you just try to see the light on both sides, and I think that with a commanding actor as himself, you tend to wonder, you know, what side are you going to pick. And then Eddie Redmayne, obviously, I mean, Scamander is everyone's favorite character. He's the main character. And going through the journey with his connections with the Beast, his connections with his love interest, and obviously trying to do the right thing in regards to the plot. And you also see a dynamics between him and his brother. I think, you know, more and more as we get down the line in this franchise, I think we're just going to keep seeing better and better performances from him. So definitely a plus there. But to be honest, like I said, I really don't have any negatives or or drawbacks from it, besides the fact that, again, if you go into the theater with some hardcore fans, you will be at points wondering why they so like wilding about it and you have no clue. So that would say, you know, if you got the time, go back and try to check out some of the older Harry Potter films, as you see characters from those old films repurposed. You see characters from the films in different forms, different ages, and everything, that you start to see their backstory. So a lot of good, in other words, Easter eggs are within this movie. If anything, I would start with Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone, the first movie. That would definitely help out a lot if you don't have a lot of time to crack through all the movies. But again, it was a good movie. It was a good sequel to the first one. I like the score. Actually, one of the big things I am really big on is the score, and I thought the score was good, very energetic, and definitely played towards the plot and what was happening on screen at the very time, throughout the whole movie, especially the beginning scene. That it was definitely on point. So, but yeah, you got any other questions, you two, definitely leave some comments down below. We'll get back to you. Again, this is Nigeria, part of Team JVS. I'm also the head of the Big Old Bell podcast, so you can check me out there on YouTube and all that other good stuff as well too. But yeah, catch you guys with the next review.